guys, it's Sammy, and today's video I'm a little bit nervous to do, I'm not gonna lie. This is going to be my all about my 14 piercings video. My last video I posted about my piercings didn't get the reaction that I expected. Well, first of all, I didn't expect it to get the amount of views it did, so thank you to everyone who watched that video. It really means a lot. I also did not expect to get the amount of negative comments that I got on that video, because I was honestly just trying to show everyone how I got my ears pierced and how I finished my ears, because I was very excited to finish this whole ear of piercings. And there weren't the nicest comments on it, which isn't a big deal. I mean, I just kind of ignored the comments anyways. But I just wanted to clear the air and tell you guys all about my piercings and kind of clarify any questions you guys had on that video, as well as just tell you all about my piercing. I would like to say thank you to you guys for almost 5,000 subscribers. I'm about like 20 away right now, and that's honestly amazing. A couple weeks ago I only had like 4,300, and you guys are coming quick and I love it, so thank you to everyone who subscribed, and hello to all my new subscribers. I'm Sammy, and this is my channel. I also want to make one more disclaimer. I am not a professional. I am an 18-year-old college student going into my sophomore year of college. I have no education on piercings whatsoever. I am giving you my advice from my personal experience. I'm not telling you to go do anything. I'm not telling you to go to Claire's right now and go pierce your whole ear with a gun. I'm just telling you guys what I did and my experience with it, so please don't hate on me and tell me that I'm not educated, because I know that I'm not the most educated. This is just from my personal experience and I wanted to share it with you guys. First of all, I recommend doing your own research and looking into piercings before you get them. Personally, I did not do this step, which is a very important step. I kind of just went at it, and I got my first cartilage piercing when I was 15 years old. Actually, I was 14, I think, turning 15 later that summer. So I was 14 years old. I was a little not wise kid, and I went with my best friend to Claire's and we got our cartilage pierced with a gun. I knew nothing about cartilage piercings at the time, so I just did it and it worked for me, so I continued to do gun piercings, which is what everyone is hating on me for. Seeing what works best for you, recognizing what kind of ears you have. My ears are not sensitive at all. They are very insensitive, if you will. I don't know, they really don't react to anything. If you have sensitive ears, you don't want to do anything that could potentially harm your ears, since they're so sensitive and cause any kind of skin problems. So personally, I would recommend doing your own research before you get any piercings, which I definitely probably should have done before I pierced them all with a gun. At the moment, I have 14 piercings. I have 9 in my left ear, and I have 5 on my right. I don't really know why I decided to fill this whole entire ear. I got my first cartilage on the left, and I feel like that's just kind of a thing that people do, is get their left cartilage. I don't really know why. I think when I did it, I looked it up, like what side you're supposed to get it on, and I came up with that. I don't really know why it's my left ear, but I decided to do my left ear fully, and this is also like the side that I post for pictures on, so it's good for when I'm like smiling, because then you can see all the piercings on this side. I do not plan on getting any more piercings at all, so this is it. This is the only piercing video I'm doing about my piercings, because I did one before this, which I'll link in the description below, about my piercings to the point before I got about 4 more. So I had like 10 at the time when I made that video, and you can go check that out if you want to see that video. I answered a lot of your questions, and I don't plan on getting any more. I'm not going to get anything else pierced, not my nose, not my belly button, not my lip, not my, I don't know, anything. And I do not plan on having these piercings forever. I saw that a lot in the comments. People were saying your piercings aren't going to last because you got them under the gun. Well, first of all, they'll last as long as you keep the earrings in and don't let them close up. But secondly, I do not plan on keeping the full ear piercings forever. I am a biology major in college, and I plan on furthering my education once I graduate and becoming a doctor hopefully one day. So I want to go to med school, and I'm not trying to be like a doctor with all the bling in my ears, because I scared kids, to be honest. But I don't plan on having these forever. I plan on probably having them till at least probably when I'm like 30, maybe I'll take them out. I don't really know. I'm only 18 right now. But this is not something that I'm going to have forever. This is just something that I wanted to do now as I am a new adult. So I'm going to talk about when I got them all done, how bad they hurt, and they're all done at Claire's with a gun. So I got no needle piercings, so I know nothing about needles. I don't know how bad they hurt. I only know what it's like to get things done with guns. My first lobes I got right here. I got when I was about 6 years old for my birthday. I really wanted my ears pierced, so my mom took me for my birthday to Claire's and got them pierced. Don't remember it at all. I'm sure it was just a pinch. I feel like I was probably very scared to get them done, because who isn't? Your first ear piercing, really scary. I think actually, I don't really remember, but I'm pretty sure this happened. This is not good, but I'll just tell you. I think they almost closed one time because I didn't have earrings in for so long, and I forced an earring through and it bled a little bit when I was about 10, so I don't really remember that very well, but I remember looking in the mirror and like being like, it's not going through, and I shoved it through and then it bled a little bit. Don't recommend doing it. I think the hole just like closed a little bit, but I was able to force the earring through and it was fine, never got infected or anything. So there's that. My second holes are right above that. I got these when I was 14 years old, right after my freshman year of high school, so that's around 4 years ago from now. Healed fine, beautifully, no problems, just a pinch, it was fine. And I also got my first top cartilage, so that's the one right here. It was a pinch and then it felt hot. Had no problems with it. It healed in about a year, which is the estimated time it takes for them to heal. Cartilage piercings tend to get sore sometimes if you sleep on them the wrong way. And also when I go to the gym, I use my like Beats headphones instead of earbuds. I think they stay on better, and they tend to squeeze my ears a little bit and hurt the piercings. So if those are on for too long and they push my piercings in, they kind of hurt and get sore, or if I accidentally whack it with a brush, because I've done that a bunch of times. But this one's healed now and really doesn't bother me at all. My third holes right here I got in March 2016. Didn't hurt at all. Just a pinch, again, as usual. Then I proceeded to get my middle cartilage, not this one, the one above it. I got the higher middle cartilage because I liked the way it looked better. I got this the week after I graduated, like right after, which was around this time last year. And honestly, they all hurt the same. They're just a pinch. I always tell them not to like count, just shove them through, because I get nervous when I have to count. So I'm not like a needly person, I don't like shots or anything, so I'm just do it, and it's just a pinch, and then it's kind of hot and it's sore. That's all I have for pain. My top middle cartilage on my right ear I got in about August last year, right under my top cartilage right here, my second cartilage, at the same time. I went back in about October of 2016 and I got my third cartilage from the top done, and I got my fourth hole lobe piercing. So recently in May I got my cartilage between my cartilage I got in June last year and my fourth lobe piercing right here, and I got my fourth hole on this ear. All my earrings are the ones that they pierce them with. I do take them out and clean them, obviously, but I just like the way that this looks. They all are the same and I like how they match. I have a little bit of bigger sized earrings on the bottom. These two are bigger than all the other ones, just for an effect, I guess. I don't really know. They're either from Target or Claire's. Everyone was commenting on the placement of my earrings. And honestly, I do have something to say about this. I feel like the placement of people's piercings isn't something you should be judging, because everyone's ears are different. Personally, my ears look like this. Most ears, I mean, everyone has ears, obviously, unless you don't have ears, then that doesn't apply, I guess. They're all different shapes. Some people can only fit, I can fit 9 piercings in my ear, but my best friend Claire, for example, can only fit 6. She just told me on FaceTime. Healed. It takes about a year for piercings to heal, so a lot of mine actually aren't healed yet. They're not having any problems healing, and they're healing well, but the only ones that are actually healed are this one, almost this one, and then all my lobes, except for the one I just got. A lot of people also ask me about the total cost of my piercings, and I honestly do not know how much they actually cost, like all together. I never totaled it or like kept track. I think the set of 2 earrings that I got was about $32, and then it's a $3 upcharge to get a cartilage piercing. Yeah, I did the math out for someone in one of the comments, and it came to be around like $200 for all piercings I have. Holes and stuff is about $200, probably around more than that, between $200 and $250 is probably how much mine were. Now I'm gonna tell you guys about how I take care of my piercings. So I don't really know if this is the right way to take care of them. I know that there are some very important things, such as washing it with a saline solution. This is what I do personally. 1/4 of a teaspoon of sea salt and dissolve it into a cup of water. I boil the water to get all of the germs and everything out of it, and then I apply it to my ears to clean them all. I don't really know. I looked it up, and that's one of the recipes I found, and it works for my ears. It cleans them and it keeps them all nice and clean, so that's what works for me. But also another thing that I really like to do to keep my piercings clean is I like to take all of my earrings out as often as I can. I never sleep without them in, or else they'll close up, because you're not supposed to keep your cartilage out for like a year after until they're healed. You can take them out, I think, 12 weeks after you get it pierced, just to clean it. So what I do is when I shower, I take all of my piercings that I can out. So basically now it's all of them except for the 2 I recently got, which is this one and that one. I take all of them out and line them up on the counter of the sink, and then I shower. And then when I wash my hair, I just make sure they get like a little bit rinsed out, and it gives them like a little break from always being like pressed with the earrings. And I take about like a 10-minute shower, I would say, so that's a nice break for them. I get out of the shower, I make the saline solution, I clean them all, I let my piercing, like my earrings, sit in the solution so the earrings get cleaned as well, and then I use a Q-tip to apply the solution to my ears, put all my earrings back in, and call it a day. Personally, I don't like to wear these earrings all the time. I take out my first 3 holes very often. I don't have them in every day. Okay, so this is gonna be kind of weird, but I think I should tell you guys about it because some of you might have a similar problem. So when I was about 14, I got strep throat. This is really probably like, how is this relevant? I got strep throat, and after I had strep throat, I had a reaction all over my body to it, and it is known as guttate psoriasis, which I have randomly now and get all over my body. Depends on the time. It's triggered by the randomest things like stress or like strep throat, but I tend to get psoriasis around my piercings, which is really gross, and there's really nothing you can do. It's the cream prescribed by the doctor. I take it and I just rub it on my ear and like let it sit for a little bit just to get the psoriasis off, but it's like kind of gross and weird, so it's just one weird thing. That's the only problem I have with my piercings, is like a psoriasis around them, but that just like has to do with my skin and not really the piercings itself. None of my piercings have ever been infected. They have all been completely fine. I haven't had any problems. I mean, they get the little flaky things sometimes. They need to be cleaned. But none of them have ever been infected. I've never had to take any earrings out and let them close. I've never had infected ears, so that is a blessing. I'm very thankful for that. So everyone's like hating on me for getting them done with guns, which I see the problem. I know they're not sanitary, but the only reason I got my ears pierced with guns is when I was 14. I got my ears pierced with a gun, and it worked for me, healed fine, so I just continued to get the rest of them done with a gun. Doesn't mean it's right. I have heard from multiple people that needles are better. Everyone's telling me I'm gonna get keloids on my ears. Keloids can happen on any type of scar or anything. I'm not just gonna get keloids because I used a gun. You can get a keloid on a piercing done with a needle as well. It really just depends on your body and how it reacts, so that's always a risk when getting a piercing. Any type of piercing is traumatizing. Even piercing it with a needle is traumatizing. You're sticking a needle through your cartilage / skin. So obviously it's going to be traumatizing to you, and you gotta let your skin do its thing and heal properly. Also, frequently asked question, how do you sleep with all those earrings in? This is how I do it. I tend to sleep on my side with less earrings because it's more comfortable, obviously, because it's not going all the way up. Sometimes I do sleep on this side, and the way that I sleep with my earrings in is I take my arm, let me try to give you a visual, put me laying down, and I cover my ear like this, and I put this on the pillow. It's comfortable for me with my arm. It depends on the person really, I think, but I just try to cover it so that it's protected and not against the pillow, because my ear being placed on the pillow is what bothers me, so if I cover it, I have no problems. A person named Thomas Latamate, I don't know if I'm saying that right, asked me a bunch of questions, so I'm just going to try to answer them very quickly for you. because I thought they were good questions. He said, what kind of piercings did you choose? Is it 300mm clear crystal stainless steel? Yes, they are all that piercing. You said they don't allow you to get more than one piercing in the same ear in the same day. Does that mean you can get a cartilage piercing on the ear in the same day but not lobe piercing, or not 2 lobe piercings, or 1 lobe and 1 cartilage on the same ear, for example? They told me you're not allowed to do 2 cartilage piercings in one day because it's too traumatizing to the ear. You can do a cartilage on this side and a cartilage on this side. You can do a cartilage on this side and a lobe. You can do 2 lobes. I don't know if you could do 2 lobes in one day. I didn't really look into that. It's just traumatizing to your ear, so that's why you're not supposed to do it. Did it happen that you got back to the same store the next day or another store in the same day to get new piercings? I always spaced out my piercings with at least a month or 2 between them. I never got more than like 1 set of piercings, which is like 2 in the same month. I kind of gave them time to heal a little bit before, and I just went back to the same store every time. Did you receive each time a cleaning solution, even if you had some full bottles? I have at least 5 of these bottles in my house. I don't use them. I don't like them. I'm pretty sure the solution works. I have a bunch. You do get a new bottle every time that you get your piercing. And you said that your 4th hole was still a lobe, so was the price different between the 4 lobes in your cartilage? At Claire's, there is a $3 upcharge for a cartilage piercing. So that's about it that I have for you for this video. If you have any more questions about my piercings, just leave it in the comments section down below. Let's please try to be nice. Maybe you don't agree with what I did, but I'm not trying to tell you what I did was right. I'm just telling you my experience and my opinions. So hopefully you guys liked this. If you did, make sure you give it a big thumbs up. If you want to see more videos from me, click the subscribe button down there. Also, you can turn on my channel notifications to know when I post, because I have been posting more recently, so then you get to know when I post. If you have anything you would like to see on my channel, just leave it in a little video request down below. I will try to make that happen for you. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!